What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the Fluffy Gamer. There I am. About ready to go do some lifting for today. Let me set this up on my dash so I'm not blinding everybody. How you guys doing today? Today is Monday, March the 6th. I went out hunting. Out on the hunt. Bunch of places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thrift stores. Today was a complete bust. So I figured, okay, all right, maybe it's time to make another video about my lift ride experiences. I'm already at almost, turn that off. I'm already at almost 9,400 rides I've done. And on the app it says 4.3 years or 4.4 years. But in reality, I did take off a whole year doing Lyft after COVID hit. I did not start driving again until after it was right just over a year after I got my first shot. And then I was like, okay, I feel okay going out and doing some rides and making some money again. Much needed, of course. But yeah, I got a story for you of one of the rides that I did. Probably, this was before, I think this was right after COVID. Was it before? It might have been before COVID. I don't remember. But anyway, this was maybe a year or two ago. So if it was, yeah, I guess it was around COVID time. Probably was. But anyways, I got queued to pick a guy up in a hotel in the Pacific Beach area. And I enjoy doing Lyft. I enjoy picking people up, having nice conversations with people. And, you just never know who you're picking up, if they're in a good mood, drunk, or just need a ride to get to and from work or whatever. So I get queued to pick this guy up. Don't remember the name, but this guy really creeped me out big time. So I arrived to the hotel. I clicked the button and let him know that I've arrived, letting him know I'm here, ready to go. He showed up pretty quickly, and then gets in the car and, how's it going? I'm like, good, how you doing? He's like, great. And then immediately he's like, you got any water in here? And I was like, I don't have any water, but we can go to like a 7-Eleven or somewhere and go get you one if you want, on the way to where I'm taking him. He's like, maybe the closer we get to the destination, which it was a nice, decent ride. I think it was right around 18 to 20 miles. It was going to be a $20 ride. And so we start heading out. We're having small conversations, get on the freeway, headed to the El Cajon area, which for whatever reason, the destination was on 2nd Street at a Chase Bank. Okay, I guess that's where I'm taking him. So we're on the freeway, we're having small chit chats, and he's like, I guess he was visiting, staying at a motel, not from San Diego, and talking about how the people around here drive crazy. I'm like, yeah, everybody's in a hurry to get to nowhere, which is true. Everybody's in a hurry to get to nowhere. So anyways, have a nice little conversation. Slowly but surely, the conversation started getting smaller and eventually kind of quiet. And we were getting really close, exited off the freeway on a 2nd Street in the El Cajon area. And we were about less than a mile from where I was going to take him to the Chase Bank. And we came up to we were getting real close to a 7-Eleven. I'm like, hey, there's a 7-Eleven right over here. You want me to pull in there so you can grab yourself a water? He's like, yeah, okay, that'll work, perfect. So now when he originally got in the car, he sat in the back, in the passenger side, and so he gets out, he goes into 7-Eleven, and he gets whatever. He came back, a few minutes later with the bag, whatever he bought inside there. For whatever reason, he gets in the car behind me. And instantly I'm like, okay. You know, he was closer if he sat in the back passenger side, but he decided to get in the back behind me. And then not only, you know, this is where things started getting weird. He was like, you know what, can you just change the destination back to the motel where I picked him up? And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. So I started thinking, like, this is kind of weird. This doesn't feel right. And I started thinking, you know, because he got real quiet, wasn't talking at all once he got back in, and we changed the directions back to where I picked him up from. And I started thinking, I'm like, you know, he's quiet. I hear him fidgeting with the bag or whatever that he had. And I'm thinking, is this guy planning on robbing me? Am I about to get robbed? That's what I started thinking. You know, he ordered a ride to go to a bank that there was a Chase Bank, like literally not even a mile from where I picked him up. But he decided that he wanted to go to the El Cajon area. And then we didn't even take him there. And then he changed his mind after coming back out of the 7-Eleven. So on the way back, it was made for a very long and quiet ride. He did not say a word. He kept fidgeting back there. And I'm just like, I could not get him back to that hotel quick enough to get this ride over. So we eventually get back to the motel. And it took the guy forever to finally get out. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is it. He was hesitating. And I'm like, this is it. I'm about to get robbed. But whether if I was about to get robbed or not, in the end, I did not get robbed. He eventually finally got out of the car. And what freaked me out the most about this particular ride, where I picked him up from, if all he needed was a bottle of water, there was a 7-Eleven right across the street from the motel. That's what I was thinking about the whole ride back. If all he wanted to do was go to a 7-Eleven, there was one right across the street. That freaked me out. Why did he order a ride to supposedly go to a Chase Bank, where I ended up taking him to a 7-Eleven 20 miles away, 18 to 20 miles, something like that, only to take him right back to where I picked him up? I was glad the ride ended. I was glad it was over. I was very relieved I did not get robbed. I thought I was about to. Instantly called up the Wet Movie One. I had to call somebody to tell them what happened, because I was freaked the hell out. That was the freakiest, creepiest ride I've ever had in 4.2 years doing this Lyft thing. That creeped me out so bad. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. There is no out and about, out on the hunt video today for March 6th, Monday. I struck out. It does happen. So hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, and I'll find some stuff out on the wild, hitting up better thrift stores. Definitely going to go to a different location. But that's going to do it for today. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm about to go get my car washed and go back out to do some more lifting. Last night was a great night. Great night. I only worked not even 3 hours. I think it was 2 hours and 45 minutes on a Sunday. And I made $129. So if you do the math, that's over $45 an hour. Last night, short, quick, made some money. Made some good money on eBay last night and today. So very thankful, very happy about that. So if you purchase any of my items on eBay, thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. And as always, whoever orders anything from me, I always ship out next day. If you bought something today, expect it to be at the post office the next day. But anyways, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.